And just like that, we're live again. Uncle Boca in the freaking building. Guys, guys. I say that because the only girl that watches my channel is Mrs. Bulka once in a while. And I appreciate her. Once in a while, she leaves a little comment and some encouragement. Even if it wasn't encouragement, if she's poking fun of me for because I'm such a sissy and I have a low tolerance, I appreciate her. All you other chicks, kick rocks. I say that like I'm gonna lose a subscriber. I had one other female subscriber and she unsubscribed from me because I said something she didn't like. So, ladies, man, I am not. Mrs. Book. she smirked at me. She scared them all away, guys. This is what she did. Get yourself a wife like Mrs. Bulka. Keeping the faith. What's up? I got something cool here. I've got a challenge from Sip Chomper. Now, this is a prototype. I think this is going to be a League of Fire challenge. I don't know if I can complete it. I'll be honest with you. My tolerance is shot. Now, he said it's hotter than the Chomper chip. I could probably barely handle one of those right now. But what do you know? Anyways, let's get into this. Now, this could be a League of Fire challenge, so I'll read my disclaimer. I still haven't printed off a disclaimer, the new one, at all. Extra hot Cholula. You know what? I seen that in the store today. I went to 5 grocery stores today. Why? So I was looking for good organic cream cheese. Organic cream cheese. There's none. I went to 2 Food Lions, Lowe's Foods, Harris Teeter.
Cholula is my favorite over-the-counter hot sauce.
Really? It used to be one of my favorites. I used to love that stuff. I still like it.
I haven't tried very many, so.
All right. So what I have here, and this is sealed. You guys can see here. All right. This is all sealed up. It just says prototype. Spicy challenge from Sips Creation. So I'll read my League of Fire disclaimer just in case this is, the points or this is the actual final one. You know what I'm saying? I see all that. Cricket? No, mate. I ain't played cricket. I'm from the USA. I'm in North Carolina. What's up, y'all? What's up, damn? Damn, bro. Oh. All right, you guys ready to watch me get wrecked? Yeah, this is going to suck. I know. So my heat tolerance is really low. So this is a new spicy chocolate challenge, and I think it's like got a brittle or something on the inside. I forgot what he told me. But I, Uncle Bookhound, over 18 years of age, of sound mind, have read and understood the hot sauce / product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept that the League of Fire, their suppliers, and manufacturers will, under no circumstances, be held reliable for or liable for any claims of injury or problems arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I agree and acknowledge this fact without question. I'm getting nervous already. Let me get the fan on me.
Here.
Because I know once I start sweating, it's over. I do have a timer here. We'll do a 4-minute afterburn. I'll do 5, whatever. I'll hang out with you guys a little bit. All right, y'all ready? I think this is the world's hottest chocolate of this kind. So open it up, the sealed package. Packaged really nicely. There's the sealed. Oh, there's 3 pieces in there. Oh, no. I don't know if I can handle all that. Perfectly 100% sealed. I'm going to have to open it this way. Emergency Hamburger Pro. I love that name. All right, let's go with chunk number 1 first. Seek to Heat, what's up? New challenge here. Wow, it's good. It's hot. It's hitting the back of my throat already.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. So it's like crunchy, like Butterfinger, but way better. On the inside, this is Bokal. You want to try one of these? This is all his homemade chocolate. It's good. It's real good. This is from Chomper. No. It's very hot, but I think you would love it. This is all imported organic cocoa. He grinds everything himself. Like, this is the real deal. Wow. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to stop and do one piece or anything like that, but if I screw it up and don't get points, not a big deal at all. Wow. Wow. That's what the inside looks like. And you bite down on it. Because of that crunch, that pepper powder hits the back of your throat. Not,
If I try it, then you won't get any points.
I don't care about the points. I already put it off camera. Go ahead. It's friggin' phenomenal. Look at it. I know, she got it. So when you bite into certain things, pepper powder hits the back of your throat because it's something that's exploding.
It sprays back there like.
It sprays back there, but you just
weirdly.
gotta be careful of that.
It tastes great.
I won't submit this for points, but my wife is, she's a chocolate aficionado, okay? Chomper mills all his own chocolate, where he does whatever the beans and mills them, and then he separates the nibs from the powder, all that stuff. This was top quality right here.
What's that?
It's like a, whew. All right, what do you think of it?
It's very good.
This is Bokal.
And I don't know how hot it is because I have no idea what my tolerance is.
I mean, you can detect the heat though, right?
It's very hot, but I don't know how hot because I don't know where I'm at right now. It's very, very hot though.
I mean, it's lit. I'm lit right now. You want that other piece? You're drinking milk, man. Oh God. Woo! It's building. Now, Mrs. Bokal's tolerance is down also, but her tolerance is always higher than mine, right? When we're at our all-time highs, I'm not even really close to her. When we're in a mid-range tolerance, we're still pretty far apart. When we're this low, we're closer than we ever been, but she's still got a natural tolerance that's higher than mine.
I don't know if I do have a natural tolerance higher than yours, or if I was just a bigger chili head for longer, because I used to go get Thai food multiple times a week, sometimes every day, and ask for like a number 9 or 10, and then have them bring the tray with all the chilies on it. And then I would go buy tons of peppers and eat them at breakfast time and whatever.
Yeah, Mrs. Bokal has been a chili head her whole life. So have I, but she went hard in the paint, man. It took me a long time to really get her burned. Like, I tried. Remember the curry? I made a curry. I've told a story on here. I had dried ghost peppers. Some of them I cut in half. Some I just crumbled up in there. And some of them I put in whole. and they rehydrated in the curry, but they were still fire. When I was scooping it out, I see a couple here and there, and I made sure I put them in her bowl. And she goes, "You tried to get me, didn't you?" I said, "How'd you know?" She goes, "I'm chewing on a whole ghost pepper right now." I go, "Yeah. Did I get you?" She said, "No." She didn't even break a sweat. And then I think the first time I ever seen you burn was at that pepper eating contest. And she was eating Reapers and Ghosts and, of course, jalapenos, habaneros. But the accumulation
It's
of...
too fast.
Yeah, all those peppers and then plus the water, because they keep going back to jalapenos, so you're chewing those after a Reaper is just intensifies it. So
The only reason I even did that contest is because I had been wanting to adopt these kids, and I thought that $1,000 would help. So I was going real hard. Otherwise, I would not tried hard enough to have been able to do well, because I would have just been like, whatever, screw this.
give me some milk.
I wouldn't have been into it.
Or some cream. Just for my stomach. Just pour me a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, honey. Wow. I'm lit right now, man.
Oh, I'm supposed to get
Oh, Jacob, you got to try that? Okay, so here's the thing. It's very hard. Now, he knows my tolerance is low and whatnot. No, not that one. That's the heavy cream. I need to save some of that. I'll take what's in there, but no, just pour a little milk.
No, I can get it in here.
No.
Well, I poured too much. If you need to say something, there won't be any to say.
Yeah.
Especially since I just put some in my coffee.
As long as it's half of that, it's fine. I need it for the pasta.
I should have known not to use that one. It was just what was open.
No, I opened it this morning. Guys, this morning, we had a treat, man. Oh, Jacob, first of all, how many points this worth? Now, I gave Mrs. Bull Cow Peas. They've been a lot of challenges I've seen. The points have been more generous. I'd say it's worth 5 points. 4 points minimum. I wouldn't go any lower than that. Okay, my tolerance is low. But I still think it's 4 to 5. Good job. Yeah. So Jacob said that, and Mrs. Boca didn't eat a lot of it, but I think she would agree. It's hotter than the 5 cheese balls, and those are worth 5 points. So, and it's hotter because of that, the powder's cooked in it. So yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It's worth 5 points. Yeah. We might, if they said 4, I wouldn't throw a complete fit. I'd be like, all right, whatever. And I'd be honest, I think the people that would say 4 points would probably be the crazy chili heads, man, that just did big pepper eating contests or they're doing challenges on a regular basis.
Yeah, because once your tolerance is like that high, it's really hard to detect like just a normal challenge level of heat.
I'll show you guys like this. This Marie Sharp's Verde, never detected heat in this ever before. And I was eating it on my breakfast the other day. It didn't light me up, but I could detect the heat. So, what's up, Goth? That's the good thing about having your tolerance be that low, is you're able to, kind of have a different perspective on sauces. When you're eating a sauce, long time no see. I've been on here. I just uploaded a short. I did I've reviewed a couple 3-4 days ago, but I haven't done but one live, and that was what was it? Rice Krispie treat? A couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I got wrecked off of it. Bad. You were in here making fun of me.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks back.
I don't remember making fun of you ever, even though I'm not surprised that you said that.
No, she wasn't really making fun of me. She was just like, I was talking about how wrecked I was, and she was laughing at me, which I definitely deserve to get laughed at. That challenge, I did it like 3 months ago. Remember when Goot was doing that live?
I probably have laughed countless times.
Yeah. Yeah, she I mean, I got wrecked before where it was, oh man, me and her get kind of mean with each other sometimes. Not too bad.
I don't get very mean because
she just wants to be left alone.
Because I'm usually not burning that hard, but he's mean every time because every time he's lit the heck up and he's like,
I just can't.
Turns into a raging
I mean,
bull.
yeah, my patience naturally is already not good, but when I'm burning, there's like, there's no.
Yeah, when we used to do videos, I think it's mostly you burning, freaking out, me getting.
What's up, brother? I just did that.
Eating tons of things and then laughing at you.
But yeah, man, sip.
This is because my tolerance got higher. I couldn't do that now.
4 or 5 points. It's so good, man. I mean, it is so good. I just can't get over it. Mrs. Bokow liked it. We both said it's hot. Like, yeah, man. Both of our tolerance is lower. Now, her tolerance isn't as low as mine. I think she's got a better tolerance. But although tacos a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I think it went way up since then.
Yeah, she said, you ruined my dinner. This is too hot. And I was like, but I got the same amount of sauce you do on it. So now this is how it works.
Yeah,
if I got the same amount as you, I don't want to hear shit. Because that means if I'm willing to burn that much. But anyways, I didn't believe her. It's 100%.
Except you're different with me about your meals, though. Like, I don't, even though I can eat a lot of heat, I want my meal to be protected from having too much of a certain kind of flavor. And not just that, but burning too much. Yeah. That to where I can't enjoy the meal.
Yeah.
Or can't.
I don't like that either. I don't like when I'm doing a challenge or I'm eating a pepper or reviewing a sauce. Okay, hit me as hard as you got. I'm gonna get lit. But when it comes to meals, like I ruined her ramen one time, and I'll be honest, guys, I put like a half a teaspoon of flakes in it. And it just permeated it, and we both were.
Well, it didn't hurt our mouths; it hurt our stomach because it's soup.
Yeah,
we must have been on an empty stomach.
She got stomach. Me, it burnt my mouth, and I pushed myself.
For some reason, soup will really, really get your stomach.
Yeah, really. Bad.
And because I think it's because you're not tasting it in your mouth.
Right.
Because it's just. Yeah, but then it goes in your stomach's, figuring out how hot it was, even though you're not getting lit. So you're eating too much of it because you don't know how hot it is.
I like the burner, and I'm going to say this. I know, hey man, I'm a Christian, and, but I'm going to say this. My wife.
I know what you're going to say.
She turns me on when she's burning.
I thought you were going to say something completely different.
Like, no, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't care. I mean, it's just, seriously, like, I'm watching a video of her when she was wrecked the other day. I was watching an old video, and she was wrecked, and I'm like, damn, you're sexy. But I've always thought that. But, so, of course, I'm going to try to burn her. I want to see her like that. I just do. Now, I don't want her to get to the point where there's a couple times I've got her a little bit too much, where I'm like, okay.
A little bit? No.
Right. A lot too much. There's been times where, yeah, she's done some things, but I think
unfortunately, I'm the guinea pig for his creation.
The raging. I think
sometimes he goes too far, and then he doesn't even give me a warning. He's just like, eat this, and then I half die. I have no idea it was coming.
I think I
think he tells me what's in it. I don't know what that means, and then I eat it. I don't know.
Oh man, I
don't know how many Scoville units taste like or whatever.
I chucked my plants. I got aggravated because they got stunted because I had a rough week and wasn't babying them at the time they should have been babied. So I could have grew them out, but I threw them out. I got disgusted, but
oh no.
Well, I got somebody offered to send me some free plants, and so I might not even take those. I might just buy a couple from a nursery. And so, what's up, Leon? So. Yeah, man, that's right, Lawn Dog. But yeah, I think the worst burns of Mrs. Bokow probably were the first time she ever ate a prima tally, which was so early on, guys. This is like the 5th or 6th pepper review we ever did. She ate a whole prima tally, so that was one. And then she's got wrecked quite a few times, man. But the 4 Horsemen, yeah.
My tolerance was really low then too, and I didn't even know that it was that low.
She wasn't.
On top of the fact, I was trying to do one of the hottest challenges in the world.
She's trying to do a painting also while And
that was completely not ever going to
I
happen.
seen her.
Well, that's
It
because
was so cute.
what
though.
happened
What's
was
up, Chili Phil?
I got my tolerance up so sky high that it was nuts, and I could just about do almost anything. And then I didn't do anything for a long time. Then I came back and tried to do the raging. What is it called? The Four Horsemen. And I had no idea that my tolerance had never dropped before, so I forgot. Oh, it goes up and down. I don't know. For some reason I had like a brain freeze. And I didn't know that it was going to be hard for me, so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to paint while I do it or whatever."
Here's what happened. We ordered some stuff from Sweden, from Gamelstad's Pure Insanity Society. There's no woman, no female has ever made the Wall of Flame. That means you have to do Pure Insanity times 2, okay? That's 8 skulls. Now, I wanted her to do, she said she wanted to do it. I said, I'll order it for you if you'll do it. But I said, you're going to have to train. So I remember I talked to Pyro Pitbull, because he's a professional on that stuff and how he's done all their challenges and he knows. I said, what's worse, the 4 Horsemen or Pure Insanity times 2? And he said, Pure Insanity times 2 is worse because there's more of them and you have to stop, the 2 minutes. He said, but the 4 Horsemen just more like, man, like a direct throat punch, So what he suggested was, if she can do the 4 Horsemen, shortly afterwards, have her do the Pure Insanity 2, and she could probably do it. And she would have been the first woman and the only woman ever on the Wall of Flame. Now,
if I had done that when my tolerance was high, I probably could have at least got very close to finishing, if not finished.
I know she could have done it. I've seen my wife.
I only got through 2 with
I've seen her do incredible things. She definitely could have done it. Alexandria tried and she failed, and I think she thinks she still has another one. She's gonna try it again, and Alexandria will get through it. And unless I'm wrong, unless she did it and I didn't see the video. So she did 2 of the skulls. She ate the first one like a champ. She wolfed that whole thing down and just was chilling. And she was trying to paint the 4 Horsemen logo while she was burning. When the second one came, she ate it, and it was like that Reaper powder from the first one.
You put the whole thing in my mouth. Yeah. And I did not do things like that.
Because I watched a bunch of men with big mouths do the challenge.
Even if I'm not eating anything spicy, I have never put the whole thing of something not big in my mouth.
And so that was my fault.
And I'm autistic, and that was completely sensory overload. So maybe I could have got through 3 if it wasn't for that.
Right, that's 16
But I would have been hurting really bad, though.
On the first one, and the second one, 16 Reapers in her mouth at once.
Just because I could have gotten through it, maybe if that hadn't happened, doesn't mean I would have been happy to have gotten to that point. I would have probably regretted it.
And I tried it. I barely tried to push her that night. Like, I was like, I knew she could do more, but she literally, when I seen her, and I'll be honest, she looked cute, but she was.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong?
She was flustered a little bit.
I thought you were happy. Oh, you are happy.
She was like grabbing, like, she was looking for a certain paintbrush after that second skull, and she was like looking around frantically and grabbing stuff, and I could tell that she was burning really, really hard.
I'm gonna look at you.
Even though she wasn't like, and me, I'd have been screaming, but I could tell she was burning hard, but I also could tell she was trying to find, she was trying to get something together.
I was too much at once. I was also getting frustrated that I couldn't find certain things.
Yeah, she got flustered.
Ran out of certain colors, and it was just such a hassle.
And then I went to hand her the third one.
I would never try to do that again.
The third one, she said, I'm good. And I said, are you sure? And she said, yep, I'm not doing it. And I was
the reason I wanted to paint is not because I thought it'd be easy. It's because I thought, well, maybe if I paint, it will take my mind off of the paint. But really, it just made it worse because I was just frustrated.
Oh, yeah, you did 12 fire cubes. We did them. Me and Chastity. So we had got those as a prototype. What happened was we got them like 2 seasons, or was it last season? No, it was more than that. It was 2023 when they got sent to us. And what happened was, I guess the fire cubes melt really easy, okay? And so they were worried about shipping those, and they said, we're going to hold off on the fire cubes. Well, then they had other challenges that came out, so the fire cubes kind of got put to the back burner. But we had them. We had them in the fridge, and one day I was like, hey, man, 16 million chocolate. Let's try it. And so we had 4, and I ate 2 and she ate 2. They didn't phase us, man. When we did them, our tolerance was pretty high as it was, and our tolerance was pretty high, and they're not that bad if you only do a couple. You know what I'm saying? But you did 12 of them, Chili Phil. That is no small feat, man. Like that's crazy. Yeah, 12 of them with them crystals in it. Mm-mm. Not today. I had some cap crystals
Are
this
those
morning.
sticks too hard for her? Breadsticks?
Yeah, and they're just terrible. I mean, well, no, she can eat small. If you want to, go ahead and oh, there's crackers up there. Look in the other shelf. No, right here. The spice shelf. Look in the spices. Oh, yeah, up top, right there. Can you reach them?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get half of one of these.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, that was. But the fire cubes, good challenge. They tasted great, man. So it's the hardest challenge that she ever did was the Raisin Bowl, the 4 Horsemen. Are the worst burns I've seen her. I've seen her get pretty wrecked a few times.
I think these are healthier.
But sometimes, man, she did a whole box of Death Nuts 3. You couldn't tell she was burning. She did Tubatera, same thing. You couldn't tell she was burning at all.
Because I had high tolerance.
Yeah, her
I couldn't do them
tolerance
right
is-
now without. I mean, I could do them now, but you would definitely see me burn.
Yeah, I gave her a Tubatera a year after.
Actually, I
she
didn't.
did it.
I didn't get through the Tubatera.
No, you
when
did
my
the first
tolerance was low.
the first one.
I mean, when my tolerance was low.
Yeah, when you're right when she was doing challenges kind of on a regular basis and stuff, and we had a lot of super hot peppers around. She did a Tubatera without even breaking a sweat. The second time, she did a Tubatera, and she got right to the end. There was only 4 or 5 nuts left, and she goes, "I'm done. I'm tapping out." She goes, "I don't want to deal with this, the cramps of this," and the time was about up.
Well, I used to enjoy this stuff. I just got to a point where I didn't care at all to try. And if I start getting, I used to get extra burnt. I'm like, okay, I'll just push it. Now I get if I don't get to that extra burnt push it place, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm giving up. Screw this.
Yeah, and
I just burnt out. It's just I went too hard for too long, and I am not. And then, well, that's not all that happened. I went too hard for too long, and then life happened. A whole bunch of stuff in our personal life happened, and I'm not even gone completely through. Like, is it? I wasn't get. There's so many things that I'm no longer in the mood for.
So let me tell the story. Sip Chomper just talked about the goldfish and the brittle. He's done both of those. The brittle. Let me tell you what made the brittle so hard. One was volume. It was a lot. Okay, and that was so the brittle. That recipe is Opal's Candies, and I had given him a mix of pepper powders to make it, and he made it, all right, and it wasn't hot enough. So then what we did was we added pepper powder to the exterior of it. So it was already hot, but it was weird. No, I'm good, honey. It was weird because the Opal's Carolina Reaper brittle is actually hotter than the one that we made for the challenge, right? But the one for the challenge had more pepper in it. It just, I think it was, what happened was the way he added it. So when you're making brittle with pepper powder, you have to add that pepper powder to the sugar, and you just mix it up with a whisk a little bit. And I think what he did was he mixed the powder in the pot when he was making it. So anyways, it wasn't as hot as I wanted, and so then we added powder to the outside of it. We caked it. And so what made it so bad was the amount of brittle was insane. And when you bite into it, you're biting, and it's like the pieces of this brittle are hitting the sides of your cheeks and scraping up your tongue with nothing but powder coming off of them. And then whatever's stuck in your teeth and that afterglow is the powder that was cooked in with it, which is like makes it build.
You're wrong, Chris. These are really good.
No,
long with a dip.
Yeah. I mean, I figured they would be, but the goldfish was Sundance Carter's idea. He decided to post on Facebook, what about the world's hottest goldfish? Who could make that? And I'm like, damn it, man. And I knew when he posted it, I knew already what was going to happen. I'm feeling challenged now. Like, no one else is going to do it like I'll do it. So I commented on it. I got you, dog. I still don't know what happened to the rest of them. There was a lot more that people didn't do them, or I don't know what happened to all of them. But Sip did it, and Sundance did it. Got wrecked off of it. And I don't remember how I made that. I think that was we got the deluxe goldfish, so they're bigger ones, and we used, I think it was pepper distillate and 16 million crystals to like get them wet, the goldfish, and then pepper powder, and then dehydrate them. And that stuff was brutal. I'm telling you right now, I ate one little goldfish, and I was like, this is terrible. Like, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I still got like 50 grams. I got 50 grams of 16 million Scoville unit. The crystals, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. It's just sitting there for a rainy day. But I don't like this stuff, man. I got away from using it. You know, the brittle didn't have it. The Plan Pain Challenge don't have it. So they had the world's hottest cheese straws. I did the Sweet Misery, the mixed nuts. That was a good one. You did that, Chaz. Remember that? You rocked that. The mixed nuts. Alexandria said it was hotter than a tube of tear.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I got away from. I'm going to tell you why, man. The crystals, somebody told me that they very well could be synthetic, and so I don't want to use anything like that. And also, they're just bad on the gut. Now, thank God I made breakfast this morning immediately after having my coffee, because I actually put some 16 mil in my coffee this morning, and boy, it was hot and it was really, really good. But then let's tell them about the breakfast. Today's breakfast was phenomenal.
I'm trying to figure out how to make pancakes.
Right now?
I can't think. Well,
No,
I'm either going to make. Do we have
it.
stuff for a salad?
I'm gonna make it.
We have anchovies and garlic.
I'm gonna make that frittata in a little while. Just eat a snack for now. So what do we have? So I'm.
Oh my gosh, Anastasia heard me say that.
I know. This
Oh,
is
now
smiling.
she's smiling about it.
I'm at the store, man, trying to figure out what are we gonna have for breakfast. And Mrs. Boca, I said, "What do you want for breakfast?" And you know, you want eggs Benedict, and didn't have any. You're gonna cream cheese.
She heard me.
Use the bag that's open of that buttermilk pancake mix or something. Eliza, be careful. Sissy's right there. So we were kind of undecided, but what I did was we made a smoked salmon eggs Benedict. We used for English muffins were Dave's organic.
Oh yeah, you have to finish your eggs
12
before your
12
pancakes.
grain.
They're coming.
Um,
I'll give them.
English muffins. Then I put down the smoked salmon, and then a little bit of the sauce, and then the eggs, and then more sauce on top. The sauce was a garlic and herb goat cheese beurre blanc sauce. So I did a little saute, you know, the shallot and all that, and hit it with the cream, and then I put a log of that goat cheese in there, and holy mackerel, that was a good breakfast. That was just, I mean, just to have something different once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Let me read what Chili Phil's saying, and Chaz, make sure she don't fall off of there.
Uh-oh, she sees her.
You were puking for 45 minutes. Late for work in the building. I didn't see these comments.
Baby.
Yeah, Chili Phil, you should do the After Effects, man. I've been telling people that for a long time. My wife's first cat cramps at Pucker Buck Pepper Company when she threw up outside. I was so tempted to film that. We didn't even have a YouTube channel yet then, but I was still tempted to film it. And I didn't because I thought she'd get mad, you know? Afterwards, she said I should have. I tried when I was in Erie, man. There's some people see a couple little talking to people after, you know, but aftermath videos, man, there's not enough of them. People need to do aftermath videos, like show how brutal it is. I know me, I do not deal with cramps well at all. I can say I'm the biggest sissy when it comes to cramps. I don't want them at all. Like when I was doing challenges, I knew some challenges was gonna that I was gonna get cramps from them, and it's part of the game, man. But you play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It comes along with the territory. However, I still don't like it at all. All right, guys, we're gonna jump off of here. Sip Chomper, thank you, brother. I love you, man. That challenge, the flavor on that was phenomenal. That is very unique. No one else is gonna ever be able to replicate that, and it's just great, man. So I'd say 4 to 5 points. I'm saying that because where my tolerance is, Mrs. Bullcow, where her tolerance, you know what I'm saying? 5 points. Where some of the bigger guys are, man, that are they're just going beast mode and their tolerance is real high, they'll probably say 4. I don't think anyone's gonna lowball it as far as 3, unless they're just really their taste buds are completely burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much. I love you, Uncle Bullcow. All right, brother. Thank you, Sip.